Hello everyone, in this particular lecture I'm going to explain the concept of cache transformation in SSIS. We will also look at the purpose of using the cache transformation. So first of all, let me show you my lookup table which is in SQL Server database. So this is my lookup table. So in the previous lecture what we were doing, we were reading this data from the database table. Okay, so this is the database table. Now what I want, instead of reading data from a database table, I want to read data from a cache. So how I can read data from a cache? I will use the cache transformation to first store data in a cache memory, then read it from a cache. So how I can do it? I can do it using the cache transformation. So there are two possibilities of doing this. The first possibility is either you save the data in cache file, then that cache file will be stored in the cache memory. The second possibility is that you store all the data in the cache memory. Okay, so with cache file, the benefit is that you can use that cache file in multiple packages in any package. Okay, but with the first possibility that you copy all the data in the cache memory, with this case the drawback is that you can only read data from a cache in a single package. No other package can read the data from a cache. So let me just give you a practical demonstration of this concept. So first of all, first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to read this data, this lookup data, and I'm going to store it in a cache file. So for that I have to use the OLEDB source. Let me just use this OLEDB source, configure this step. So I will select the table. I'm going to select my lookup table. Okay, fine. Columns, fine. Click OK. Then I'm going to select the cache transformation here. Cache transformation, this one. Okay, double click. Okay, cache connection manager. I will create a new cache connection manager here. So this is going to be my cache connection manager. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a cache file. Here I'm going to create a cache file that will be stored in a cache memory. So the format of this cache file will be this .caw. Okay, so this is going to be my format. Cache file is the name. Open. So this is going to be the name of cache file. Click OK. There must be at least one index in the cache. Specify any index on the column tab. Okay, fine. Columns, you have to specify the index. In this case, against country, I'm getting the country code. So country is going to be my index. So I'm going to specify value 1. So this is going to be my index. Fine. Mappings, country code. Okay, fine. Save this. So what will happen, it will create a cache file with extension with .caw extension. I have to execute this package. Now what will happen, look, the package has been executed successfully. So the benefit of creating the cache file is that now I can create multiple packages and I can use this cache file there. Now what I'm going to do next, I'm going to create a new package here. New package. Now data flow. Then I'm going to select, or I can select the existing package from here. So let's say lookup is my existing package. Data flow, I have to select data flow section. This package I'm going to cancel this package. Okay, so this one is the cache transformation package, this one is the lookup package. double click this. So let me just delete this. I don't want this. Okay, delete this multicast. So instead of multicast, now I'm going to use another destination. Okay, now cache mode, full cache mode, partial mode, no cache mode. I'm going to select the full cache mode. With full cache mode, I'm going to get two connection types option: cache connection manager and OLEDB manager connection manager. With this option, I'm going to read data from my database table. Okay, now what I want to read data from my cache file. So I will select this option, connection, and here I'm going to select the connection manager. So in this case, this is the name of connection manager. Let me just see the name of connection manager which I used here. So the name of connection manager is this. Cache connection manager is the name. So let me just select the connection manager name. Cache connection manager is the name. So I have selected the right connection manager. Okay, columns, these are the columns. Against country, I'm going to get the country code. Now I'm not going to get the data from my database table. So I will get the data from my cache file, which is stored here, which is created here. Okay, DSS. So this cache file will be stored in the cache memory. Okay, this one cache file. Let me just open it. I cannot open this. I can open it, but the format will not be in readable. This is not a readable format. Okay, fine. Now here what I can do, cache transformation, it is done and dusted. So next I'm going to select the flat file destination. Flat file destination, let's select this. So I'm going to store in lookup match output. So I will select only match output. Let me just configure this. Okay, new, I will create a new. Okay, click OK. Let's create a file here, CSV file here. So name of file will be sample. Okay, open. Columns, these will be the column names. Preview. Okay, fine. Mappings, fine. Country code, fine. So this is going to be the name. So let me just check the error here. Okay, the code page value is 65001. Okay, let me just change update. Okay, let me just change it. This code page 65001. So I'm going to select 65001 option. 65001, this one. Okay, now fine. Mappings, fine. Now execute the package. Package has been successfully executed. Look, sample.csv is the name of file which is generated here. Okay, so this is the file which is generated. So if I have to include the headers, I can also do that. Now, so this is an example of reading data through a cache file. Now next I'm going to give you an example of reading data from a cache memory. So this was the cache transform. So now let me just edit the, instead of choosing this particular option, what I can do, I can use this option. Okay, I can uncheck this option. With this option, it is going to read data from a cache memory, not from a cache file. But the problem with this option is that I can read data from a cache memory only in a single package. This cannot be done in multiple packages. But with this option, I can read this cache file in multiple packages. Okay, like this one is another package, this one is another package. I am reading data, I am reading this cache file from another package. I can create some more packages and read this particular file. But with this option will limit me only for this particular package. Okay, now what I can do, let me just edit this. Instead of this, I'm going to choose this option. Okay, now what I can do, so this is my single package. Okay, this single package where first I'm reading the source data, I'm reading the lookup data, and then I'm placing data in my cache memory. After this, I can create another data flow task. I can create another data flow task from here, and I can do this. So let me just configure this data flow task. Okay, now in this data flow task, I am going to build the same lookup logic, this lookup logic. Okay, flat file, reading from flat file, then lookup. Here in this lookup, I'm going to read from a cache. So I will select this, then this. Connection type, I'm going to select the connection cache manager. Okay, so let's do it once again. Flat file source. Then let me just configure the flat file. Let me just select new, browse, csv employee.csv. okay, columns. Okay, fine, preview. So this is going to be my data. Okay, fine. Next I'm going to use the lookup. Okay, this time around I'm going to read data from full cache. Select this connection. Here I'm going to select the cache connection manager. Okay, so in the cache connection manager I have configured, let me first combine this. Fine, click OK. In the cache connection manager I have to show you this here in my first data flow task, cache. So here, cache connection manager, I have unchecked this option. Okay, now this time around I'm going to read data from a cache. Now data flow task 2, lookup. Fine, this is configured. Next I will select the multicast just for testing purpose. Okay, combine this with multicast option. I'm going to only select the match output right now, no need to give another output. Save this. Okay, execute the task, execute the package. This is giving me an error. What's the error? Why I'm getting this error? CSV has ended. Okay, has allowed result. Okay, fine. What is the error? Exactly the error. Let me just check the error. Why I'm getting this error? Okay, redirect rows to match, ignore failure. Redirect rows to match output. Now it is good, fine. Okay, so this is how you read data from a cache. So hope you understood the concept of cache transformation in SSIS. Thank you so much and have a great learning.